Thanks, everyone. My name's Alexi Kenney. I'm a violinist. You just heard Bach's Allemande and Double from his B Minor Partita. This piece is one of the pieces I'll be playing in my recital at the 92nd Street Y, where we are in the beautiful marketing office right now, on February 7th. And the program is really based around Bach. As I'm sure you heard, and something that I really, truly love about Bach is that all of his pieces, each of the movements even, are such complete works. And each one, especially in these partitas, is based on a dance, which I find is, the most primal of human expressions and art forms. And one thing that Bach did so beautifully was expand upon the dance. And so he used this Allemande, which was a German form, and instead of being able to dance to that, you actually hear something completely different. You hear so much more expression, so much more depth than just a simple dance. And that's one thing that I absolutely love about Bach. So that said, the next piece I'll be playing is a different Allemande from a different partita, and it's from his D Minor Partita, which ends with the massive Chaconne. And the Chaconne is one of the pillars of Western art, as far as I'm concerned. It's a 13, 14-minute long piece that goes through the gamut of human emotion and expression, while maintaining this element of dance. It's in three, and it's just this tour de force of violin playing. And it's kind of amazing when you hear it live that a solo violin can actually express that much depth with just one instrument. So I'm not going to be playing the 14-minute long piece, but I will be playing the Allemande, which begins the partita that the Chaconne ends. So this is the D minor Allemande. So the next piece that I'm going to play is the Largo, still by Bach. And this piece is actually from one of his sonatas. So Bach wrote 6 sonatas and partitas, all for solo violin. 3 of them are partitas, two of which I just played. Those consist of many, many dance movements. And 3 of the pieces are sonatas. And those 3 are in what Bach called the sonata de chiesa form, so a church sonata form. And that means that there's an introduction, and there's a big fugue, and then there's a slow movement and a fast movement. And this is from his last sonata in C major, the slow movement, which I find is one of the most deeply felt, beautiful pieces that Bach wrote. And it happens to be still sort of a dance. I hope you'll hear that in this. I think Bach couldn't resist but to kind of make everything at least based on dance, or at least sort of lilting in a way that feels very motionful. So despite the slow tempo and all of that, I find this to still be an incredibly beautiful, flowing, slow dance. And this is the Largo from his C Major Sonata. That's it.
Thanks for coming, Alex. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Yeah.